an impossible dream. A system exists in this country with just those components, and it has eliminated the use of money. And it is the place that I have had the privilege to be a judge for more than 30 years, which is the nation's capital, once known as the murder capital of the world. It is not some sleepy town, but a rough and tumble urban criminal justice system with lots of cases and lots of crime. People take it seriously. We don't have any bondsmen in Washington. But bondsmen, according to our code, perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with judges ordering surety bonds and bondsmen becoming licensed to write them. We don't have any bondsmen because judges don't set any surety bonds, and they never would anymore. And what makes us truly unique in America is not that we manage to make it through the day without commercial surety helping us, but that we have essentially eliminated money bond altogether, which is quite remarkable. When I started practicing law in Washington in the 1970s, we had a whole block near the courthouse that was bondsman offices, one after another after another. Every day my clients would get high surety bonds. Nobody got out, nobody used the preventive detention statute that we had. We have moved from the late 70s, we've moved to where we are today. We have a system where we preventively detain after a full due process laden process the people that are too dangerous to release and too unlikely to come back. We give them a full adversary hearing, and then for what amounts to about 15% of the people, we hold them with no bond, rich or poor. They are incapacitated until trial. Now, I believe that percentage, 15% of all arrestees for the past 6 or 7 years in Washington, is a little too high. It doesn't approach the scandal in the federal system of more than half the people not going home before their trial, with essentially the same statute that we have. But the big payoff for facing honestly the issue of dangerous people and transparently and openly dealing with it in court hearings where we talk about what we're doing is that after we finish skimming off the people too dangerous or too unlikely to come back, we then turn to the other 85% and we send them all home. And we send them all home without using money. We send them either on their personal promise, which frankly would do it in a lot more cases than we order, or we put conditions on them and hand them to the DC Pretrial Service Agency, which supervises them until their trial.